What's up, UH Nation? It's playoffs time. I'm here with all my league coordinators, Javon, Bourne. We got Eddie from Palm Valley. Everyone's in the house. You guys ready to get this started?
Let's do it, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
Let's do it. This is going to be the best tournament I think we've had since we got in here. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll get started. It's going to be a 16-team tournament. First 2 rounds will be held in Tempe for sure. Final 4 and championship game still to be determined. So, yep. So we're starting up Tuesday night, March 3rd. We'll start with we'll just go from 1 through 16. You guys cool with that? So this is kind of what we have right now. There's still some games being played in Scottsdale and Palm Valley, but this is kind of our preseason, I guess.
The initial
tournament. It could change a little bit depending on what happens on Thursday. So, the number 1 consensus, that's easy. That's
Boom shakalaka.
Oh yeah,
Boom shakalaka,
big announcement. Boom Shalaka has been eliminated. So
we're
We
putting
gave
on
up the
suspension.
spot. We gave up the spot.
we have 3 wins, but we're gonna give up the spot.
No one knows about it, but we gave it up.
Yeah, we gave it up. I mean,
There's some rule violations we actually did. We're under investigation right now. self suspension.
nah, but we just feel like it's a big tournament. We all kind of have to be here and make sure it runs smooth. So we have eliminated ourselves.
We'd be the best team anyways, right?
Yeah, that's
We
true.
didn't want to take it. We
don't wanna
didn't
take
take
it.
the trophy.
We didn't want to take it.
Too easy.
We're the
It's
staff,
too easy.
You know what I mean? We can't put the staff.
Staff
on
brothers
the-
too easy,
on
man. We
the
too
board,
good.
you know?
People think it's rigged.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But yeah, but yeah, we'll start. I think number 1 seed. It's going to be the Splash Brothers, defending champs.
Yeah, hands down.
7-0, but they're playing the free agent team Thursday night. Hands down, Fred and company. I mean, everybody agree pretty much, right?
Too. Yeah.
You know, but this year, I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit harder, I think, without Nick. What do you think? I mean, we'll go to you, Bourne. I mean, we'll go to, since it's your league.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
You know what? It is tough without Nick, but you know what? Fred and company has been playing well. You know, the first half, the last couple games, they struggled a little bit, but
Yeah.
they're just too talented, man. They got the whole squad together. Fred's a winner. He's won championships before. You know, they've got a good team, so I think putting him at number 1, there's no argument for me there. I think, are they the best overall? I mean, there's another team that might be able to take it, but
We'll see.
we'll
We'll see.
to me, it's Splash, unless somebody takes it from them, they're number 1.
Yeah,
They're number 1.
that's true.
Okay. So we'll go to number 2. Game over. Javon, that's from your club.
It's my team.
So-
Tempe's taking it this season. We're taking it, Tempe.
They just came off a huge victory over the Bulls, which is probably the game of the year for them, for Tempe. I mean,
By
going
20?
into the,
Come
yeah.
on, Bulls.
I know.
See, that was
Bulls, y'all let me
key.
down,
That was
Bulls.
key too. If Bulls would have won, they would have been the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
They would have had a nice little easy path to the tournament,
Yeah.
but game over
That-
just showed what they had. I mean, game over is just
They dropped a few seeds just because of that loss.
That was a statement game for sure.
You know what? But game over, they're clicking on all cylinders. And then a few trades that they got. I mean, they got Justin Chambers. He suited up tonight. I mean, you got everybody cleaning up and shooters everywhere. So it's like I see that team going all
Yeah,
the way.
I think
Tempe's taking it this
there's one team that can take it down, the Splash Brothers. I think Game Over can match them
with the
as far as
size.
talent.
I think with the size and
Yeah.
flexibility they have as a team, great.
So, yep. So the number 3 seed will be the Old School from Palm Valley, from Eddie's Palm Valley club. What are your thoughts on that? You think they should have been ranked higher or what?
No, I think it's fair, considering it's the first league that Palm Valley's joined. But hands down, don't sleep on this team. They're
Yeah.
probably the most balanced team.
Yeah.
They got size, 7-footer, Dan McClintock. They got guard play, Daryl Brown, a couple shooters, Chris Hamilton, point guard Rod. They can go, man. So
Rod's a good point guard,
yeah, he is good.
Yeah.
He's solid.
for sure. So, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that team, because
I am too.
they haven't seen any of these other teams. So, you know, it's kind of like the new team in a tournament. So the number 4 seed, that might change by Friday, which when this video will probably be out. As far as right now, we have the Bulls from Tempe. We might get some argument about that, but right now we see them as the 4th best team right now in the state. So, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think they are. If they're playing well. You know what I mean? They have to knock down shots, and everybody has to be together. I think watching them today against Game Over, they were challenged, which they haven't been challenged like that all season besides when they played Game Over the first time. And they kind of got frustrated like you could just tell, you know what I mean? So they weren't kind of playing together like they always are, but if they do play together, they're for sure the 4th team, I believe.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if they play the Avengers on Wednesday,
Yep.
if the Avengers win, they can actually bump them down a couple more spots
A lot.
because
Big-
without Tyler, I don't think they had Tyler this last game, did they?
No,
he's
they
the engine, man. He gets 20 points, 15 rebounds, 5 steals.
He does
so
the dirty work.
yeah, without them, they just weren't clicking like you said. So if he doesn't show up tomorrow, I could potentially see the Avengers actually moving up a little bit because they've only lost
dropped
twice.
down all the way to the 8th spot.
Exactly, and that's because it's deep. I mean, if they lose another game, there's some teams that
It'll
can
be
just jump them. So if they don't pull it out tomorrow or Wednesday, I can see them potentially dropping. So I wouldn't lock them at the 4 seed right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
That's
good,
a lot.
but
Hey, that's a big game right there.
it's a big game.
because
It's a big game Wednesday.
Avengers, it's gonna be interesting too because they play 2 different styles. I mean, Avengers is like go go go, and then the Bulls are like wait,
Slow it
let's
down,
post
lock
it
them
up,
down,
you know
lock
what I
them
mean?
down.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how they do.
So it's going to be a big game. To me, I think if Avengers can win, if the Avengers pull it out, they deserve the number 4 spot. To me, in my opinion.
Okay. That's fine. And then we're going to go to the number 5 spot. Right now we have Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia, led by Brett Birnbaum. That could also change as well, depending on the game on Thursday against Exover. So right now we have Jamaican. To me, they're the most athletic team in the whole freaking league.
Hands down. They get about 15 dunks a game.
Yeah.
Easily. I mean,
Every guy can fly on that
Every
team.
guy can fly. That Marcelo Campbell, he's a flyer. Chambers is a flyer. Everybody knows about him. You know, Brett takes it to the hole for a 5'10" point guard. He takes it to the hole stronger than anybody else. They run and gun better than anybody else. They had a little hiccup during the midseason, but to me, the winner of crossover versus Jamaican is going to be the 5th seed right there.
Yep.
And then crossover, and we talk about them. DeLone, he's just electrified that team. They've just got this spark that just allows them to. They've gone a 5-game winning streak, I think. So that game will be huge this Thursday.
Yeah, I think DeLon's the MVP for Scottsdale. He's my front runner. So
Stole my thunder, man. Stole a thunder from my article. It's all right. It's all right. You my boss. It's all right. I'll let you do that. I'll let you slide a
But
little
yeah,
bit.
I'm looking forward to that game. Jamaican's been playing really good the last few
They
games.
have. They struggled a little bit like 3 games ago because they're trying to find all these different pieces. But Brett's got them back winning.
I think the big question is Justin Chambers. If they match up with Game Over, what team does he play?
That's a good question.
Whichever one has a better chance. For us,
Yeah.
that's probably what he's gonna do.
Yeah, the Brandon Walker rule, man. He just jumps on
Brandon Walker.
Brandon
There we
Walker
go.
rule. Yeah.
And if
Shout
they
out to
don't,
Brandon.
if he loses,
Or he sits out like
says
Roberto last year, or he just sits out and takes
just sits
whoever
out.
wins.
But I see, like you said, the 5th or 6th seed is going to be the winner of Jamaican crossover. I think that's easily.
Yep.
Winner of that's going to get the higher seed.
Okay. So we'll move down to number 6. We have Exover, who we were just talking about. So they can move up 1 spot, but right now we have them at the 6th spot.
Yeah, Jamaican should win that game. So if they do win it out, they should be the 5th seed. But we can see what happens from there.
Yeah. Okay. Number 7, we have the We Dem Boys, led by Tristan Boone, another Scottsdale team. So it looks like the top 8 is pretty Scottsdale heavy right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been probably the most competitive league.
they're not gonna win though. It only takes one.
Yeah.
There's only one winner, Boren. Okay.
We have 4 good teams. we have 4 chances. You got
better
2.
odds. You have better odds.
Exactly.
Marking his socks is gonna back me up. Watch.
Odds only get you so far, though.
The only thing is with We Them Boys, they've been struggling. They lost the last 2 games. So they could actually drop a few spots depending on the game Thursday against the Time Lifers. So I think if the Time Lifers beat them, they deserve the 7th spot. But right now we have the We Them Boys because we think they're the better team right now.
They should be the Time Lifers, but again, they're a tale of 2 halves as well too. The first half they play lockdown defense, they move the ball. Second half, it just seems like they struggle. Again, they just don't hit the shots. The defense rotation's not there. But they should be the Time Lifers. The Time Lifers play hard, but sometimes they get a little outmatched down low. So I project the We Dem Boys to win and get the 7th.
I'm just curious if these teams will actually pump the brakes a little bit, rest their legs for the last game of the season, or they're going to go all out
Yeah.
and try to get that top seed. You know what I mean? It depends on how their health is. Are they feeling okay?
That's-
Well,
or-
see, right now they don't know what the seeds are. This video is not coming out till Friday,
Oh,
so these teams have no idea.
And I think a lot of these guys actually they play. I don't think a lot of them are pump the brakes at all. The only team I see.
I know in Tempe, ain't nobody like to lose. So, yeah, Avengers, they're going to be going all out. I know that for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
The Avengers are coming to play tomorrow. That's for
they're
sure.
gonna play, yeah. No matter 5th seed, 4th seed, 3rd seed, they don't care. They just want to get in.
Which brings up our next number 8. We have the Avengers, led by Waylon Towns. Maybe the best point guard in the entire state. What do you think? He makes them go.
Yeah, he
does
is.
make them
Yeah,
I'll say it. Yeah,
hands
he
down.
is.
No
I'll
question.
be the Charles
go.
Barkley.
He hasn't seen DeLon Stevens though. So no.
No, I seen him. I did see him. I seen him week 1 when he first
I would
came.
love to see that matchup.
He's great. You know what I mean?
You talking about a point guard as in a scorer or facilitate the floor type of point guard? 'Cause I
good question.
got some guards in Palm Valley that can go.
Yeah.
Xavier Carter.
Yeah,
that boy
Xavier can
put
go.
up points, and you got Rod Jackson who can just
Yeah, Rod Jackson is good.
control the floor. So
Waylon, he is the fastest.
Yeah, Waylon's
He-
fast though.
He's the fastest kid I've ever seen.
I would put DeLon right next to him though. Honestly, I love Waylon.
No. Waylon's so much faster. If you watch Waylon real close, he's like, I mean, it gives the team, the opponent, jitters. Like they're like, where's he going? Where's he going? You know what I mean? Because he throws his passes like that. You know what I mean? Gone. He's going. I mean, he's really hard to like facilitating wise. He's there.
Yeah, he's the one I would tape up my ankles for.
Yeah.
I'm not
watch
saying
out.
Waylon's like number 10. I mean,
He's number 1,
tape your
boy.
ankles with ankle braces. You might be on.
He'll go to
speed
town on
okay.
you. No pun.
no, I love watching him play. He's quick, can jump. He broke his ankle, I think. We had to send him out. Time out. But DeLon, he takes it to the
Yeah.
rack
He's
hard.
shifty.
Shifty.
He's a lefty. That's why. He's a shifty.
Great shooter too. Great shooter. So I mean, no knock on Waylon. I mean, he's a good player, but my money's on DeLon, man. He's real. He's the truth.
So we got the Scottsdale and we got the Tempe.
We'll see. That's what it's
And we
about.
got Rod
We'll
Jackson,
see. I can't wait till they match up.
best point guard in Palm Valley. Number 9. Right now, we currently have the Time Lifers. Like we said before, that could change. That could go up to 7. But right now, as a 9 seed, we have the Time Lifers from Scottsdale.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So they've been struggling this season, though. They have 3 losses already. They weren't as good as last season.
See, they're always
in
going to play
tournament.
hard, but the problem is they're not as big, they're not as athletic. They just work as a team. They play hard, they're gritty, they make shots, but if teams are more athletic, like Jamaican hopscotch
Yeah.
or Exover, they're going to struggle against them. And I
No.
mean, the league is top heavy. If you look at the top 7, 8 teams, that's all they are.
Yeah.
Big athletic guys. So they're going to struggle a little bit, but
Yeah.
A big team will for sure win the tournament. A big team will for sure.
But maybe it's good for the Time Lifers at the rank 9 because last season they came in the tournament
That might be
with
the
1
best
loss.
position for them.
Yeah, they were 7-1 last season, lost in the first round.
Yeah.
1 and done.
Yeah.
So right now, this season, nobody's really expecting much from them. So
There's
they could
less
be a,
pressure,
They
yeah.
could be a sleeper
Don't,
team this
don't
year.
sleep on them. Yeah.
a lot of teams sleep on them. That's the problem. Every game, everybody sees these bunch of guys,
Yeah.
gritty guys, can't make shots, but they win. But yeah, they struggled a little bit this year just because I think teams have, outrun them a little
I
bit.
think the competition in Scottsdale just got that much better as
Exactly.
well. So,
I mean, there's
but you still got the MVP candidate, Danny,
Danny's there. Yeah.
capable of dropping 40, 50 any game.
Yeah.
So you got that superstar factor.
Yeah.
So they could be the Cinderella team.
I
see it.
like them a lot. I think
But-
they can pull an upset in the first round, honestly.
Yeah. We'll go on to number 10 seed. We have Hogwarts from Tempe, led by Joe Horms, star point guard. We
you
almost
know
beat him
what?
tonight.
Yeah, we almost beat them tonight.
Yeah, we almost got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think-
My man Eddie pulling it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Eddie
I think
Aikman.
they're one piece away. When they had Brett, it was like okay, this
Yeah.
seems okay, you know what I mean?
I think losing Justin hurt.
And Justin, when they had Justin and Brett, that was a team, that was a contender, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they lost them with no subs, they didn't have that X factor they need.
Yeah, they
only
didn't-
have Joe as an offensive threat.
Yeah.
The rest of the players are kind of role players, you know what I mean? And you need at least a second go-to person. You know what I mean? Like Splash Brothers. Last year they had Nick and Fred.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder guarding 2 good players, great players, than it is 1. So I think just because of that, they're kind of they might get out of the first round, but when it comes down to it, they're not going to have enough firepower.
Look, this was my first time actually seeing them, and to me, they had 3 really good guards that can stretch the floor, shoot from deep. Joe, of course, he's the catalyst of the team. He's going to go. He's going to carry the team.
Yeah.
But they got other guys that they can rely on. The only thing they're going to struggle with, to your point, is they don't got that much bench.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We got one person coming off the bench today, and we took advantage of that.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah, they got to find that second, third score because, like you said, Joe can get hot. But if you kind of shut down Joe a little bit, make sure it doesn't get those threes off, and it's hard to stop him for the threes. But if you can force Joe to pass the ball, they've got to find that second score, consistent second score. I mean, they're big down low with John Skelton, my big man, but they got to find that second score. If they don't get him, they're going to struggle offensively.
Okay, so we'll move on to the number 11 seed. We got the Palm Valley Stars from Eddie.
MVP candidate Xavier Carter.
Yeah, he's a player.
He can go, man. He's probably one of the fastest guys with the basketball, and he's so strong and powerful. He's like a running back on the basketball court.
Athletic, it's like 5'11", he can dunk.
Yes, he can get
Athletic
up
guard.
with the best of them. Strong.
better than Malone?
He can finish. That's the thing. Finish with contact.
He's a lot stronger than Malone. He's a
then
big
he-
guard. He's like a
big guard.
really bulky.
Then he also has Robert Porter, who complements him very well.
Robert Porter can play
They
too.
got a couple of nice shooters. So
It's a guard-heavy team for sure. Only thing is, I'm a little worried about him because they don't have the big. Unless David
that's
Warner
it.
suits
They're,
up.
They're,
But
they're guard heavy.
They're really guard heavy.
So if they play against a big team, they're going to get beat down low.
And Javon said that this league, you got to have a couple bigs.
You got to.
You got to
Yeah.
because you're gonna give up a lot of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, you gotta
can't take it
balance.
inside. So if you don't have a couple bigs, it's gonna be hard. That's why Time Lifers to me they're a good team, but
don't have bigs.
they don't have any bigs. I
Yeah,
mean, Jim
I-
Hawes plays big, but there's
You either
big
gotta
guys.
have, you either got to have a great shooting day,
Yes.
or you're going to be in trouble.
Yes, you can have those. You can have one of those good shooting days, but if you don't have
not
that big
gonna
down
last
low,
long,
it's not gonna
though.
last long.
No, it's
They're gonna
not.
get a lot of second chance points, a lot of rebounds. It's gonna not go your way. So if they don't have enough bigs to me, they might struggle because what I'm looking at right now, they're matched up against a 6 team, Jamaican or X-Over. They got some big players on their team, so
yeah.
You
might
can
be a
score the
struggle.
ball all day, but you can't stop anybody. You're going to
Yeah.
be in trouble.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the problem when they kept playing. They couldn't beat the old school.
Yeah, exactly.
They just didn't have
It's
the
too big,
size.
too big. And that's the story for everybody. You're
Dominating.
just too big. You can't stop. So we'll see. It'll be an interesting matchup the first round
Yeah, we'll be.
against the Jamaican or crossover.
Number 12 seed, we have Sub-Zero from Tempe. You're welcome, guys. Dave, that's you. That would be us.
That
But
would be us.
but it's gonna be Sub-Zero.
You still deserve it.
So,
No, you know what?
no, they beat us. They beat us last week. I mean, I don't want to take credit.
You know what? It's like last season when I played. It wasn't called Sub-Zero, but we were a different name, and we had all the pieces.
Yeah.
But sometimes they just don't click together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what they're struggling with. Now, towards the end of the season, they're kind of learning how to play with each
Starting
other.
to gel a little bit.
They're starting to gel a little bit. So
It's a really young
they're-
team too.
Yeah, they're really, really young. I mean,
It's the youngest team probably in the league.
I don't think they're not one of
you
them's
card
over
them?
21, I believe.
You ID these guys?
Yeah, so I think
They're all 18.
towards coming up next season, they'll be a lot better than they are this season just because of the gelling and stuff. So don't count them out because Garrett, I mean that kid can
Garrett's a
play.
good guard.
And
Brandon's
if Brandon Maggiano shows up and plays well, they'll have an okay
Yeah, it's a
chance.
pretty nice backcourt.
Because they're right in the middle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these middle teams, they have a chance.
See, that's the thing with Sub-Zero. Like you said, they're young. You can't just have talent. This is not pickup ball. You can't just come in and just dominate teams. There's some good teams out there, the good players. So they're learning how to play together as a team in this league because you can't just come in and play pickup ball and just expect to win.
Yeah,
And they
you know
learned
what?
that early.
That's a good comparison. They're like a pickup.
Yeah,
pickup
they're
team right
because they
now.
pick up guys and they're good. They got
They're
talent
in
here
a
and there,
transition,
but they're not playing as a team. They know they're missing assignments on defense. You can tell. But when they get hot, like you said, Garrett, his shots, they're starting to gel a little bit more. You know, Paul's getting the rebounds and stuff. I like that team, but I think they're a year or two away. They're a piece or two away from actually making some noise in this
And
league.
that's a great point that you brought up, though. How many teams have you actually seen practice? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like, invest your time. If you guys are going to be part of this league, invest in practicing.
That's exactly
Yeah,
a lot of
bit.
these guys are veteran teams like the
Yeah.
Bulls, Splash,
They've
but
been
they play
playing with
together.
each other.
So they
Exactly.
play other leagues and stuff like that. So they know how to play together. Whereas these guys they play pickup ball with each other, but it's not the same thing. You can't play the street versus here. It's a whole different game. So I think this experience helps them a little bit. But like I said, they're a season away, maybe a player away from making a little bit better noise out there.
Rumor has it today they were trying to trade Jason Osborne for Javon. I turned it down, of course.
Thanks, thanks, Don.
They offer 10 LT bucks as well.
10 LT.
But
only 10 LT
it was
bucks.
Jason Osborne and 10 LT bucks for Javon.
Dang, come on, you got to pay me my next 3 seasons. They better sign a contract.
So
And a couple free towels.
I think Jason,
I turned it down.
Jason Osborne was like last in PRA in the league, isn't he?
Oh my gosh. He's the opposite of James Harden in our league. The opposite.
The 10 LT Bucks, I thought about it for a few minutes.
That's an LT
Nah.
buck.
Shout out to Jason Osborne.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. The last 4 spots. Number 13, we have Jerkson and Dribble from Palm Valley, led by Caleb Edmondson. He used to be a player in Tempe. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Caleb, yeah.
Yeah, so he started a team up in Palm Valley. They've been struggling a little bit, but
They fight though.
they fight. Yeah, they
they
play hard.
definitely have a lot of heart. But again, no size. Not very athletic. They had a couple good guards. Greg Garcia.
Greg Garcia's a pretty good guard.
Eduardo Ruiz, another
Yeah.
shooter.
It's another
But
guard-heavy
again,
team.
It's another guard-heavy team, just like you said.
Yeah.
But they're definitely going to put up a fight. That's for sure.
Yep. So number 14, this is going to be my sleeper team right here out of the bottom 8. Right now we have Twisted Steel. That could change. It could be the Supersonics depending who wins Thursday night. Sonics could sneak into that 14th spot, or it'll be Twisted Steel. I mean, TJ just came back, pairing him up with Eli. I think Eli's one of the best players in the league. He's top 5 best player in the league. So they could give Old School some problems. I could see him giving them some issues. So, but what do you think?
So to me, Twisted Steel, they're ranked this low just because they've got the players, but they don't ever show up.
Yeah.
I think TJ's first game was a couple weeks ago. I mean, they've got Eli, Sean Finney was holding it down for a long time, but oftentimes they'd only have 3, 4, 4 players, 5 players show up. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. They finally got TJ back a little bit. If they all show up, they've got TJ, Eli, Sean. That's being 14th seed.
Sounds
That's
like
way
you guys
too
are setting
low.
me up right now.
That's way too low. No, that's way too low because
It's a dangerous game.
it is a dangerous game because talent-wise, they should be top, 9, 10 easily
Yeah.
with the talent they got. It's just the record. It's just they haven't won because they don't show up. But if they do show up, that's a great. I mean, the 14th seed. Who are they playing in the first round?
Old School.
They got Old
They're
School.
gonna have trouble
From
guarding
Palm
Dan.
Valley.
I think though they don't have the size, but that's the only advantage I think Old School would have on him. Dan
That'll be a good
McClintock's-
game. That's gonna be a good game.
He's
because-
7 feet. He's a legit 7-footer. So
We'll see if they can show up. That's gonna be a great first round matchup. That might be my sleeper pick as well too.
I would
but,
not count out Eli though. Any team Eli's on has a chance, I think.
But if you're
so-
talking about Dan and all those guys, Gerald,
Yeah.
Old School's a tough.
It'd be a good opening round
That's a
game.
good.
That's for sure.
That's I think 14 seed is way too low for Twisted Steel based on the talent. So that's gonna be a good matchup for the first round if they beat Supersonics first of all.
Yeah.
If Supersonics win, then
Yeah, then we'll never get to see. It'll
Old
just
School.
be hearsay.
Number 15, we have Aero Turbine from Eddie's Palm Valley.
Yeah, these guys last week got their first win of the season.
Yeah.
I think we're all excited about that one.
It's the hardest
who
one.
they beat? Who they beat?
I'm gonna
That
keep it
should
real. They're gonna get waxed by game over. That might be the ugliest game in
Aero
the first round.
Turbine, just come to play.
Just play
come-
hard.
just play hard.
Play hard, yeah.
It's the
So-
first season, get your feet wet a little bit, get a little spanked a little bit.
Have to play.
Tyrone McConn's a
It'll-
player though.
It'll be a great.
He's a double machine though.
He's a Mr. Walking
So-
double-double.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing him put his talents up against the best here. So, and then number 16, our last seed, Tempe Free Agents.
Watch out.
Hey, from first game to now, they've improved. They've added some
kid, good player.
good player, good team. That Max, those couple of additions,
Yep.
they are a tough team. They got some nice, not great bigs, but just big body bigs. They're a little smaller, but that's a good team.
Yeah.
They play hard.
It just, you know what? It's fundamentally they're great.
Yeah.
Okay, but in this league, you gotta have fundamentals and you gotta have talent
Yes, yes.
on each team.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they got all the fundamentals and they play hard, but they just ain't got that talent that they need. You know what I mean? So, shouts out to them though because
Yeah,
they played hard all season.
Yeah.
They beat us once because we didn't play. We weren't playing hard. You know what I mean? And they took advantage of it.
No, we
So-
beat them twice.
We beat him.
We beat them twice.
Oh yeah, we that good.
Oh, Sub-Zero we lost to.
We are that good.
But no, they're probably the best.
Sub-Zero credit.
They're probably the
Didn't
best free
want
agent, less the Nick team, the Nick free agent team. That don't count. But
Yeah.
this is probably one of the better free agent teams I've seen. Just
Yeah.
because they've got 3 really good solid players. Trish is a good 3-point shooter. Made a 4-point play in the last game. Almost cost us a game.
Almost cost.
But that's a good team. They really do have some nice pieces. But I mean, are they gonna be able to beat the Splash Brothers?
No.
They give them a little fight. Because I think a couple games ago they actually gave Avengers a good battle.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
they
They had a
did.
15-point
Yeah,
lead.
Yeah.
15 points on the
Yeah,
Avengers.
that's
Because they play hard.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes in here, a lot of guys are a little bit out of shape, and you know they come in after work or whatever, and they're like, you know, I'm about 75%, 50%. Well, free agents, because they're free agents, they have to come out hard every game.
Come out, and they do
that's
come
why
out, and they come out.
good.
With that being said, Splash will win by 35.
And that's a
And
wrap.
that's a wrap. Scottsdale represent.
Everybody shut the hell up.
He just wanted to throw Splash Brothers out there. That's all.
Another shout out.
Hey, don't want to see. What can I say, man? No, shout out to Free. Like I said, they're one of the better teams, but that's an uphill battle against Splash, though. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, well, that's gonna wrap it up.
Come
for-
check out the environment, though. It's gonna be a long night. There'll be a lot of teams in this gym.
Oh yeah, Tuesday night, 16 teams. So
16 teams. Everybody will get to see everybody and see how it's going in Arizona. So I'm looking forward to
I'm
it.
pumped, man.
I'm
It's
just
gonna be
looking
good.
forward to hanging up our first banner in Palm Valley. That's all I'm looking forward to.
No one gets to drive out there and go see it, but
too
still,
bad nobody can see it.
Eddie's the only one that gets
Take
to
a
see it.
picture and hang it up.
I'll make sure I put it on my Twitter page.
Put a sign, Palm Valley.
I don't know, man. Scottsdale got what 5 of the top 8?
I don't know. Let's
That's
count.
deep.
Count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Four to top 8.
They're
3 from
1-1
10.
right now with championship.
That's true.
So it's a tiebreaker right here.
Might have some
And game
beginner's
over's
luck
gonna
from
give-
Palm Valley side.
Who do you think's winning?
Oh.
Who do you think's
All right,
winning?
who's your final 4 right now? Who's your final 4 looking at it?
Final 4. Want me to go first?
Yeah.
You the boss. You go first.
Splash Brothers, game over.
All right, 1 and 2. Okay. On the bottom bracket, who do you got?
I don't know, man.
All right, who's winning the championship? Make it easy.
I'm gonna go X over. Final 4.
XO. Okay, who's your other 14 then?
My 4 team. I'm gonna go Bulls, man. Veteran team.
The Bulls always make it in that conversation.
Yeah, they do.
They
but
gotta show up, man.
I like old
They
school,
gotta
but
do it.
I'm scared of that first round matchup, man.
Well, it all depends.
If they get past that first
Yeah,
round,
it all depends. Sonics might get them. You never know.
yeah.
Twisted Steel, if they come correct, they should win.
That first week is going to be. I mean, after the first week, we might be able to determine what's
Yeah.
what's going to go on. But that first week is crucial for all these teams.
Last year we had a lot of upsets too. We had a couple upsets. So
We had a lot.
So, yeah,
X
don't-
over. They were
just because
ranked-
you're a 12
they were
seed
ranked
don't mean you're a better
bad.
team. There's upsets that can happen. 'cause this-
Surfboard's not in the league this year, though.
That's true. He hit that game winner.
Surfboard. Yeah.
Who's your
he's
final? Who do you
bad.
got final 4?
Final 4.
Championship final 4. Who do you got?
You know what? I think it'll be Splash Brothers. Game over. You know what? I mean, if I'll take the best team that's in Palm Valley.
Old school.
Yeah,
So
that's
we've got the top 3 seeds.
top 3 seeds.
Top three
I think
seeds,
the
sure.
top 3 seeds will do their work. But that 4 seed is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get.
I threw the Bulls in there. You got to pick a wild card.
That's a.
Those
Oh,
are 4
man.
seed.
Oh yeah. But I didn't pick. I picked X over. X over is my wild card.
Okay.
My wild card would be. Maybe. I don't know. Not the Avengers. They-
24-second shot clock. You're done.
Yeah, I'm done. I got my top 3, and I know Game Over saying it also.
Doesn't
Bring
matter.
your socks, Mark. Okay, we're gonna take them off. We're gonna put them on the banner as well. So
Who's yours?
come on, boring.
Top 3, of course. I think that's a solid. But as far as that
Palm Valley
fourth
Stars?
bracket, I might have to
Call
go
them out.
with the Palm Valley Stars,
All right.
man. Don't
I like
sleep
it.
on
I
them.
like it. I
Don't
love it.
sleep on them.
Don't sleep on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
He wants that Palm Valley banner.
Xavier
Xavier?
heard it here.
Xavier Carter bandwagon right there.
Man, he's on
I
that
like
West. He's on that Westbrook.
Robert Porter, you heard it here.
Yep.
Show up. Anthony Munoz, show up.
LT Bucks are on the line.
Palm Valley's got to make some noise. This is their first year.
We got it. I think Old School's got a good chance because of damn it, don't talk. But I'm gonna go Splash. Game over. Crossover. I'm gonna go Jamaican. That's my final 4. Splash is
You're
gonna
on that
beat.
Brett Birnbaum bandwagon.
I like the way his team's playing, man. Justin Chambers, if he plays hard, I mean he's hard to stop.
He's about 60%.
Sell open.
About 60% every game.
I would love to see a Splash Brothers versus Game Over championship.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh man,
That'd be
Right.
money.
Game Over still taking it, but it'll be a good game. It'll be a good game.
Yeah, so that's my final.